Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. This morning we're going to be making Pop some cookies. He just got through finishing up the Oreo cake that I'd done, and my family absolutely loved it. So what I did was I did one box of this is Perfectly Moist Butter Golden by Duncan Hines. It's almost going to be like a sugar cookie with a lemon twist to it, okay? I'm going to put in 1 stick of butter. That is a half a cup of melted butter, and I've let it sit here for a while so that it would cool down a little bit, so that when I put my eggs in, that I don't get a scramble, okay? So that I don't get a scramble. So I'm going to do 2 eggs. And I do this separate because that I don't want, in case we get a bad egg, I don't want to be it going in my cake mix and ruin it, okay? So let's put both those eggs in there. Here we go. Now, we're going to mix this up. I'm going to put just a tad of vanilla, though. Let's put about a teaspoon of vanilla. This is just homemade vanilla, my homemade vanilla. We'll put about a teaspoon. You know me, you measure with the heart. And then we're going to mix this up real good. Start out with this and make sure that it's probably going to get a little thick to stir. I'll tell you one thing I'm going to do. I don't want my cookies spreading out, and I can tell by the way that I'm mixing here that they won't be thick enough to make into balls. Okay, we're just, you know how I said I feel like the cake mix is all over the place. I feel like a mad scientist on here or something. You know, I have to look at things and determine what I need to do next, because you sort of make it up as you go. To give them a little bit thicker feeling, and to keep them from spreading all over my pan, I'm going to use about 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, okay? That was just cornstarch, okay? This batter is already getting thick, but it helps with it spreading all over your pan. Now, that's what I heard from an old baker a long time ago, is that it helps with that. So, we will see. I've got it everywhere. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get that up, and I'm going to make it into balls. I've got a big pan here, and I had a couple of pieces of seasoned where I'd done something on my parchment paper, and I thought, I'm not going to throw those away. They're good and seasoned. They lay flat. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to take these, and I'm going to, okay, I got my scoop here. I'm just going to scoop them out and put them on my cookie sheet. These are going to be big cookies, so I'm going to give them a little room. It won't, this won't make a whole lot of the big cookies. You know what I'm saying? If we can get 6 or 8, I'll be tickled to death. But that will do Pop for a few days. You know, he has a piece of cake every morning. with a cup of coffee. Or he has a cookie or whatever it is that I have. But he has to have something that will be sweet. And he's never been a sweet eater. But that just happened as he got older. He had to have that. I hope that the cornstarch trick will work well. I really do. Just about right there. And I will make probably a couple more. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably it'll make about 9 or 10 cookies. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of sugar on the top of each one. Now remember, this is not for me. I'm going to put just a little bit of sugar on there. And if they would have been the consistency to roll, I would have probably rolled them in the sugar. Okay. Now, I've got my oven preheated to 350. But before I do that, my little cloth. Before I do that, I'm going to take a GHIRARDELli. I feel like I've got cookie on me. Now we're good. I've got one of these GHIRARDELli white chocolate bars. This is a 4-ounce bar that I had left over from Christmas. And I thought I need to use that up. And I'm just going to break this up in little pieces. Boy, I felt like high karate right there, didn't I? I'm just going to break it up in little pieces. And we're just going to stick some of these into our... I want this to be... Oh, you know what I forgot to put in? Oh, I hate it when I do this. I really do. I had something that I was going to put in the cake mix, and that's why it's a little bit soft. I guess I will be opening another box in a few minutes and doing it different. And we'll see. We might make a little contest out of this to see how the difference turns out in these cookies, okay? I want to save half this. If I'm going to do another run of these, I need to save about half of these little chocolate things for it. But let's put this in there for about 350, and we're going to pop this out and see. And in about 10 minutes, we'll start checking, okay? Let's pop these in. Well, is this my day or not? I don't know. I don't think I hit 350 and didn't push start. So we're going to preheat, okay? We've got it at 350 now. Let's get our cookies into the oven and watch them closed for about 10 minutes and see what we got. Okay, let's get some icing made for this, okay? So I'm just going to, it's just 10 cookies, you know? And so I'm just going to put, oh, I guess I better measure for you all. I don't normally measure, you know? But I'm grabbing a measuring cup for you. Let's see, this is just some powdered sugar. I don't want to make a whole lot. I'm just going to drizzle with it. This is a cup. Let's see how far we can get with just a cup. I'm going to put just a dab of vanilla in here, homemade vanilla. This is like a sugar cookie. I'm putting a fourth. I'm gonna put a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm gonna put, I'm measuring for y'all. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of milk. I might have to add more of the powdered sugar, and that's okay, you know, it's okay. Let's mix this up. See if I need to add a little bit more. Yep. Let's try just, I'll measure again. Let's try another tablespoon of milk. That's probably gonna do it. And that gets caught up in your whisk. I'm gonna put just a little bit more vanilla. So instead of a half a teaspoon, I'm gonna put a whole teaspoon, okay? 2 more of these, which make a whole teaspoon that I put in there. I've got a different kind of, got a different kind of cookie in there now. I've gotten out my, the ones that I just made with you all, the sugar cookie type. Chocolate sugar cookies is what it is. White chocolate sugar cookies. And I've got that. Now look at this. I'm going to do just a little finger taste. Yeah, that's good. Now, I'm just going to set this to the side and we'll drizzle that over our cookies when they're done. They're already done. I've got 2 more left. You can see this makes the 10. But I've already got out the 8. And here they are. Now see, these are big cookies. I'm trying to tell y'all, these are big cookies. I'm going to leave them right on this and let them set real good. But I am going to drizzle a little icing over them. I like the idea of seeing the chocolate. This is why I didn't use a whole bunch of, this is why I didn't use a whole bunch of the the powdered sugar. Is because I thought, you know, this is just too much. I've got more cookies coming out, so this will be just plenty. Not everybody can bake from scratch. I love to bake from scratch. I'll be excited when I finish up these cake mixes. You'll see me every once in a while use a cake mix, but I love to definitely use bake from scratch anytime that I can. But they've done so much with cake mixes. You can doctor them up so good nowadays that sometimes it's just the added work for the same kind of joy that you get. Well, look at those. You think that's going to be all right? Well, I forgot you, buddy. Put some more stripes on you. So how does that look, you know? Let me hold it up here for you. My pan is still very hot. And those are a good, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are about 4.5 to 5 inches. They're about 4.5 inches in your cookies. Now you can definitely take them off and put them on your rack and let them totally cool. That's probably what I'm gonna do, okay? Let's scoop this off. Let me get my thing ready here. Let's scoop these off. Do you not think Pop's gonna like these? Yes, he will. And I made him a different flavor, which will be in another video, done a little different. And he loves lemon. Lemon is one of his very favorite flavors. He loves lemon cake, lemon and blueberry. Now this last one, I'm just gonna get, that cookie will fill up a whole serving thing, won't it here? Let's get a quick picture. We got a quick picture. We did. And we've got 2 more to bake in this. Father, thank you for this day. God, thank you for your mercy, for waking us up this morning, Lord. And thank you for guiding our footsteps for another day, Lord. Wherever you want us to go, God, please just guide our footsteps and help us to be in the center of your will no matter what happens, Lord. Whatever decisions you make for us today, Lord, help us to accept them as you know better for us, Lord. Thank you for this food. Thank you for the cookies. And thank you for the ability to bake them. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm going to take a bite, and it'll be 1 bite, okay? See, I mean, they're not too, just lightly brown on the bottom. That little bit of a crunch on the bottom, moist and soft in the center. Delicious. Tastes like just like you made them from scratch. They're that good. You can, especially with, I might got a little bit of that chocolate on there, but that chocolate really doctors it up a little bit, okay? You still got the beauty of the sugar cookie without putting a bunch of chocolate chips or something like that on there. I like sometimes the simplicity of a simple, just a simple sugar cookie. It is delicious, double delicious. And like I said, I'm doing another video of cookies right now. Just one of those cookie days, okay? But I'm all the time baking cakes and stuff for Pop. And I thought, well, he just finished the Oreo cake, so I need to make something totally different. He had like a fruit cobbler before that. And I thought, it's cookie time. So definitely something simple, because the Oreo was full of flavor and full of chocolate. So I think his taste buds needed to get away from that. So I hope y'all get a chance to make these. How simple can you do with 1 box of yellow golden cake mix, 1 stick of butter, 2 eggs, vanilla, and then make your simple icing with some powdered sugar, some milk, some vanilla, and you're ready to go. And you can change the flavor in your icing if you want to make a dip. I thought about making a lemon icing to go on top of it, a lemon glaze, but I didn't because it hit me all at once. You left something out of this recipe. So I love it just like it is. I'm not even going to mention what I left out. But I'm talking about it was just an added extra thing that I always doctor them up with, you know. But I think it's just perfect. I think if you're needing some, and you could take seasonal, if you wanted, if it was close to Christmas, you could do the little things on top of it. You could do all the little colored for Valentine's Day, or for, you know, just whatever holiday's coming up. Or if it's a birthday, you want to make them for a birthday, do the birthday sprinkles on there. And that would be excellent. Very, very good. So listen, I'm going to go. I thank y'all so much for tuning in with me this morning. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. Okay? You know, I say again, I do recipes for Pop because he doesn't do a low carb or low sugar. The man don't have an inch to pinch, you know. So I try to fix things that he likes, and then I will make something that we can have. If we're doing low carb, low sugar, I try to turn around the next minute and try to make something for us. So stay tuned, and please come back and watch the videos. I mean, I get hundreds of messages a day, hundreds, and I answer those messages. Nobody answers the messages for me. And most of the time I'm up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, not because I want to be, but because I want to answer and see if somebody needs something. But don't send me messages telling me to send you recipes, because that's why I post the recipe each day. Now, if something happens, you're in a pinch and you can't find one, and you're a follower, you follow my page, Lord, I'll help you in a minute. I don't know how to send anybody a recipe. I want that to be out there plain. I'm a little illiterate when it comes to my phone and my computer, but I want you to know that I will do everything I can to try to help you. But my page is right there with all my pictures of the food, and right beside the picture of the food is the recipe. They're all right there for you. You know, it's like my daddy used to say, or I used to say to my kids too, bought you books, sent you to school, and you still don't know anything. That's the same way. I'm not trying to be rude. Believe me, I'm not. But I post the video, I post the recipe, and y'all still don't take it. So please take the recipes. They're right there for y'all, okay? I know y'all don't understand behind the scenes what it takes. Most people that have a job, they do 8 hours and they go home. Not me. Not me. It's all day and half the night. So please, please go over to my page, Farm Cooking with Nan. Make sure it says up at the top of the page, over 488,000 followers. You know you're on the right page. If it's anything less than that, you're on a fake page. If you look around and say, oh my, go to wherever you're following. I've went over to some of those fake pages, and there's thousands. Some of them have 30,000 followers thinking they're following me. Please go over there and check the number of followers. And if it's less than 488,000 as of yesterday or something like that, then you know what? You know you're on a fake page. Please unfollow them and block them. Block them. You don't want them having your information. Oh my, get away from them. Scammers are, and as Kim says, the powers that be that take care of all this, they're not getting rid of those pages. We're reporting them. We still report them, but they're not getting rid of them. I didn't mean to get off on that. I love y'all. Want you to know how much the good Lord loves you today. Don't ever forget that. No matter what we're facing, no matter what's going on, God's always right there with us. So call out on his name today, okay? I'll see you next time.